I bought a handheld Nintendo Wii console for almost $600, and in this video, we're gonna unbox it, test it out, tear it down, and see if it's any good. And pulling it out of the box here, it looks like we have a nice little Pelican type case here. All right, let's see what's inside of here. And ooh, oh, okay, that's pretty nice. So first of all, we got some nice foam padding everywhere. Honestly, that's pretty nice. Let's take it out and take a closer look. Now, the first thing I noticed here is it has that spice orange type of color that the original GameCube had back in the day. I think it's a little bit darker, but I really like it. It's nice and vibrant. You got, of course, the purple Z button up top, and it really just looks like a GameCube controller on the front here. Of course, you have your analog stick, your C stick, your B, A, X, and Y all look the same. Now, these buttons are clearly like third party of some sort because they don't feel quite OEM, and of course, they probably have some custom PCBs inside, so it's not going to feel the same as a GameCube controller, but honestly, pretty dang good for being a custom one-off build here. And let's just kind of take a look around the device. We got a bunch of buttons on the bottom. Looks like we got 6 buttons. No idea what those are all for, but we'll of course find out later. We also have an auxiliary jack, I would assume, there for headphones. And then just looking at the top, of course, you got your Z button, your R and L buttons, which all feel pretty nice. C button is basically like a clicky button, and these two are mesh buttons, it feels like. So I just wanted to mention that these triggers are actually very similar to the original GameCube controller, where it's got like a soft press that's analog, and then a hard press, you can click it down and get the digital click. So yeah, kind of cool. Power button's right there. Not sure what that is, but we'll find out later. That's our charging port. We've also got our heatsink right there, and basically where our fan probably blows out the top, you would assume. Actually, no, there's a fan. Okay, so that fan might be, actually that's the intake fan. Okay, so intake fan goes in there and pushes heat out the top there, which is cool. And yeah, you can pretty clearly tell it is a 3D printed case. You can just tell by the texture here on the front and the top, but it is a very uniform texture. It's a very nice 3D print. It's not top of the line 3D print, but very good for a custom portable device, and just feeling it in the hands, like it's actually pretty comfortable. Yeah, I mean, I could see you playing this for a few hours and not really hurting your hands at all. But let's go ahead and compare these to some of my other custom portables I have, because I have a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I have a problem here. These are not even all of the Wii portables I have. But starting up here in the top right hand corner, we have, of course, the brand new Wii portable that I just bought. Left hand corner, we have this one I got from AliExpress, and right off the bat, it just feels like junk, honestly, compared to this one here. We also have the very first Wii portable I ever bought. I don't remember what they called this one, but it was very nice. Just a little bit smaller, very similar form factor. And then, of course, the most impressive one, my favorite one. I got this one about 1.5 years ago, I think. And you can see it's basically a GameCube controller stretched out with a screen in the middle, and it's awesome. And when you start comparing these 4 devices, the first thing you really notice is we actually have a 4:3 screen on our new orange portable. The other ones are all clearly widescreen, and it's kind of cool because, I mean, back in the GameCube era, you're of course using a 4:3 screen, you know, on your CRT or whatever. Of course, as you got into the Wii era, you're using widescreen and 16:9 interface. But yeah, we might do some more comparison later. But let's go ahead and put all of these to the side, and let's go ahead and try to turn on this this orange boy right here and see if it works. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Nice. It was a little scary for a second because the screen flashed like 4 times, and it finally popped up with RV Loader here, which, in case you don't know what RV Loader is, you'll find out in a second. But it's basically a custom software just for portables like this. But let's go ahead and explore a bit. So first of all, you'll see we have our settings here, and you go into Loader. You can actually change your theme and change your background image. And, ooh, wait, hold on. Oh, that's not great. Okay, so actually, I just noticed my first issue. It's somewhat of an issue. Basically, when you press to the right side, you got to make sure you really go exactly to the right side, otherwise you're actually accidentally going to scroll right and up at the same time, just like that. But honestly, that's just kind of the thing you run into with custom portables like this, where you're building like a one-off machine. But after your loader here, you can scroll down and check out the controller. You got a buttons tester, a sticks dead zone, triggers mode, so you can switch between digital and analog depending on what has been installed here, rumble intensity, that sort of thing. Now, I don't think we have rumble on here, but we can test that out. If you go to buttons tester, you can basically see as I press the button, it'll show up here. You got the 2 triggers. And let's see, press AB to activate rumble. Yeah, definitely no rumble. That would actually be awesome if there's rumble in the portable controller or portable console like this, but I think that would cause other issues like the batteries coming out of place and that sort of thing. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on here. And go down to power, you can see your current and all this other nerd stuff that most of you guys probably don't care about. Let's go ahead and check out what kind of games you got on here. So essentially you use the C stick and you can scroll between there's home, there's GameCube, Wii, Virtual Console. Let's just go ahead and start with GameCube here and see if there's any preloaded games. Ooh, oh yeah, we got some stuff. We got Beyond Good and Evil, Chibi Robo, which is like a $500+ game if you buy it physically, F-Zero GX, and just a ton of stuff. Herbs, oh dude, I played Herbs Sims in the City on the DS back in the day. I put too many hours into that. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the stuff here. We'll check out Virtual Console. And I've had problems with Virtual Console in the past where some of these games will work and some of them won't. Now, apparently in RV Loader 2.0, they work better, I think. Plenty of other stuff on here. Now, let's go back up to the Wii games here now and check out the real star of the show, the Wii games. I mean, this is a portable Wii. It's literally, I didn't mention it yet, but it quite literally is a Wii inside of this thing. You'll see later, it's a trimmed up Wii board, which is just awesome. And yeah, you can see we have Animal Crossing City Folk. I love that game. Mario Kart Wii, of course. Everybody played Mario Kart Wii. We have a bunch more Spider-Man games. I guess the guy I bought it from is a big Spider-Man fan. Can't blame him. Spider-Man games are fun. And then also some other classics like Sims 2 and Paper Mario. But let's go ahead and check out the homebrew page as well. So the homebrew page is pretty similar to the homebrew on just like any old regular Wii if you hack it. And you see, you know, your Wii 64, you got your Super Nintendo 9X, GX, and just other stuff like that, so you can play some other emulators. Let's just boot up the Super Nintendo emulator and see if there's anything loaded on it. And sure enough, there's a bunch of stuff. We got hacked ROMs, Super Nintendo library, which has a ton of games, maybe. Oh yeah, it's got some music. Yo, let's go. It's got music. Hold on, let me turn this volume up. Oh yeah, just some classic like Wii-esque background music for the Super Nintendo emulator here. Gotta love that. But yeah, as you can see, tons of other homebrew applications here. And I will say that this D-pad is getting kind of annoying because as I try to scroll through, I'll accidentally scroll to the right or up when I don't mean to, but custom portable, can't expect too much. Let me try out Wii 64 and see if there's anything loaded here. Okay, so under here we have a load from DVD option, which is funny considering there's obviously no DVD drive here, but that would be, this is a portable Wii, but like if you attach a disc drive to the portable Wii as well, that would just be awesome, next level. I really want to see somebody do that. Maybe somebody has. Let me know down below if you have, and if you have, I will definitely buy it from you. But now we are frozen because there is no DVD drive here, so I think I just completely destroyed it. But let's restart it. Now guys, let's go ahead and do what we've all been waiting for. Let's play some Wii games on this bad boy. Now as you can see, I'm already on the Wii screen here, and basically you scroll around, you press A to boot a game, and more importantly, you press B to configure the game. So let me just show you that. Basically go on Mario Kart, press B, and you can enable Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, USB saves, and most importantly is enabling the GC2 Wiimote, which basically turns your GameCube controller here into a Wii remote. So you could, you know, assign A to the one button if you wanted to. You could assign X to the shaking your Wii remote if you wanted to. You can even assign like your C stick to control the hand on the Wii. Basically, you know, you point to the sensor bar with your Wii remote and it controls the hand on the screen. You can actually assign that to a stick here if you want to. And apparently there's actually a button inside of this thing where you can sync a real Wii remote to this, but I'm not gonna do that right now. But just cool to mention. And also there's a bunch of other settings down here that honestly I don't know what they do because I just updated the software of this thing to RV Loader 2.0, which someone in the Discord told me about, link down below. But yeah, let's go ahead and just boot up Mario Kart and see how it runs. Cool. You guys know what it is. First place, never in doubt. But there you go, guys. I'm actually pretty impressed with this thing. Buttons work great. You know, I did mention earlier how it'd be comfortable to hold for hours. I'm going to take that back because just for playing for a little bit, you can see I got some red marks on my middle finger just from holding the back of the device. It is kind of sharp back there, but again, custom portable device. It's more for looks, honestly, than playing this every day. Now, also, the screen is really nice. I will mention a few things here. So first of all, these are the volume buttons. I also figured out these are the buttons to control the screen. So basically, you press here, and you can control the contrast, the brightness. You can also go through and see the volume. And then most importantly, you can actually change your horizontal position, vertical position, and do an auto sync on the screen. So before I did the auto sync here, it actually, the screen resolution was not matching up with the game properly. So I was getting a lot of vertical banding on the game. But when I ran auto, it works fine now. And the screen actually looks really good for a portable device like this. Now I will say the triggers are a little bit frustrating because they have the analog and digital action where you can kind of press softly here. And also you can click it hard, but you gotta like put a lot of force to click it. But anyway, let's go back to the main menu and let's play some GameCube games now. Now here in the GameCube games, basically the same deal as the Wii games where you scroll around, you can pick your game, press A to boot, and press B to configure the game. Now I'm going to pick Lego Star Wars 2 because it's a classic, but let's go ahead and select B and I'll show you what we got here. So you can force progressive scan, you can also do widescreen, and then also a bunch of other stuff here that honestly I'm not quite sure. I mean, it's pretty obvious when you read it what it does. But yeah, let's just go back, boot it up, and see how it runs. Cool, so unsurprisingly, the GameCube game is working fine. I mean, like I said, it is straight up real Wii hardware inside, and Wii natively runs GameCube games, so not surprising that it runs fine. Now, I will say that the screen looks a bit worse in the GameCube game, just because I see some of the vertical banding on some of these colors here. It's probably really hard to tell on the screen, but, you know, it looks good, but it could look better. Honestly, I'm not sure there. But I will do a quick comparison now where I show you all of the Wii portables I have on the screen so you can kind of see a quick comparison of the different types of screens and how they run, that sort of thing. Just kind of interesting to see. But guys, let's go ahead and move on and open this bad boy up and see what it looks like on the inside. All right, I got all the screws out. And this is where things can get a bit dicey because sometimes you see portables that look great on the inside and very clean and very organized, and sometimes you get ones that look just really bad. Now to be fair, even portables that are messy inside are many steps above me and what I've been able to do on this kind of stuff and what anybody in the normal public can do, so props to you if you've built one of these things, but some just frankly look better than the others on the inside. And yeah, opening this one up, we got the Z button fell out, which is expected. And yeah, we got a few wires straddling the top and bottom, but not bad at all. Sometimes on the AliExpress ones, you'll have wires going from like there to there, so you can't even open the console up all the way. But this one's super clean. You know, you've got, let's just kind of break it down here. So starting at the top, or actually this is the back here. But we have 4 batteries here. I'm not sure what the capacity on those are, how long it'll last, but you saw we were playing for like an hour and I only lost like 10 or 15%, so that's pretty good. And then also, the star of the show is the Wii board right here. So this right here is quite literally the Wii board. Like from a Wii, this is literally the PCB from inside a Wii that they trimmed down. Some geniuses basically figured out that you could trim down the Wii and still get a functioning Wii for a portable like this. Just amazing work there. And we also have a couple buttons here on the board, and I think one of these is for syncing Wii remotes. The guy that I bought this from sent me like some images, some screenshots about how to do that. I'm not gonna do that in this video, but it's pretty cool. And then taking a further look, it appears that we have, I would assume, our power management PCB right there. We also have our micro SD plugged into a USB right there, so I think there's 128 gigs on board of this thing. But then moving down to the front of the console here, you can see obviously we have our screen right here. We also have another custom PCB that basically integrates everything into the screen and into the console. You can kind of see that's why the wires are going back and forth. But you got these joystick breakouts right here. Also got your D-pad and your buttons just all integrated very nicely. And yeah, this is very clean compared to most of the ones I've seen. So guys, I always love seeing these things. Guys, let me know down below, or send me an email if you got a custom console you want to sell or just want me to check out. Always willing to take a look at it, and definitely looking to buy some, or maybe even just borrow some for you guys to make a cool video. But guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.